We're looking at exercise, we're looking at nutrition, we're looking at support, we're looking at all of those things which are just vital for humans to be able to be successful in just about anything. They need that holistic approach, and you really get that with this program.
All right. Hi, everybody. Vanessa here. I have Amy here with me. She is officially down 26 pounds, which is absolutely amazing. And she's just wrapping up her 12-week transformation program. She's hanging out with us for a couple more weeks, so maybe we get to do interview 2 when she's 26 more pounds down. But I'm super excited to share her story. It's a very powerful one. So, Amy, we'll just start with the first question. What motivated you to start training with Right to Fitness?
2 things really. And the first thing was my kids. I realized that my blood pressure was getting pretty high. And I have a huge history of heart disease in my family. And I thought, I'm 44 years old. I still have a very young child and, older children that still obviously need me. And I really just need to start doing something. What I was doing wasn't working anymore, and I just needed to do something.
Have you previously tried anything else? And if so, what were those things that you were trying to reach your goals?
So after I had my last son, he's 8, I was at my highest weight that I had ever been. And that was around 250 pounds. And so I just started to walk every day. I was going up to the track, going up and down the steps at the stadium. And doing that, I lost, and of course, watching what I was eating. And doing that, I lost about 60 pounds. But then I gained about probably 10 back or so. But I never could get past that, and I just knew that I just needed something more to push me past, especially when my blood pressure spiked. That was a big scare for me.
So you were kind of just doing things on your own. Did you feel like there was something missing from those, I don't want to say a program because you were just kind of like doing it on your own pace. So you weren't really following anything, but did you feel like something was missing? And if so, what was missing from that component of what you were doing?
Yeah, just knowledge. Just knowing what to eat and in what, okay, they tell us, no white foods, no this, no that, but there was never like, okay, what actually should you be eating then? And, there are all these fads out there, but, nothing really sustainable, at least for me. And of course, I never was taught how to do any type of exercise. And so for me, walking was really it, because I'm like, I can do that. I know how to do that. And so I didn't really know how to do anything else. So knowledge just really was a huge thing that I just lacked around nutrition and weight loss.
Yeah, it's very true that now that you say that, like, it's like they tell you what not to eat, but then it's like, okay, so then the list is very small. So then you have no direction on what to eat. I never thought of it that way, but you always hear the what not to, but not what should you,
Right.
which is,
Right.
That's challenging. How did you feel before starting your transformation program?
So I was tired all the time. And of course, we're in the midst of a pandemic, so I'm sure some of that was from that, but I know not all of it was from that. I was overweight. My blood pressure was up. So I was really very, as my kids would say, moody and cranky, and just not feeling great.
What results have you seen since you started your program?
Well, as you said, so I'm about 26 pounds down. I have also, my blood pressure is back down to what it was when I was in my 20s. So before I had any of my children, my blood pressure is back down to that. My doctor's very happy with that, and is actually saying he'll probably take me off any medication within the next couple of months. And so I'm pretty excited about that.
Okay, so how do you feel now, and how has your life changed?
I'm sleeping better. I do feel better. I have more energy throughout the day. I think I mentioned this the other night. I'm having less of those mean thoughts to myself in my head, and just realizing that I wasn't saying those like really awful things to myself. And for me, that's huge, because, it was always a constant thing, to say those negative thoughts, and to realize I'm having less of those and more positive thoughts happening was a big improvement for me.
Yeah, and you had mentioned about your kids being telling you were moody. Has that changed? have they noticed changes in just your mood and your energy levels?
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I'm definitely not as cranky as I used to be.
So what aspects of our coaching have you most enjoyed?
I think that just the information, that you provide, and when I have questions, you know, within 12 hours and usually less than that, you get back to me if I have that question. And which is helpful, again, because I didn't have any breadth of knowledge coming into this. And so just being able to ask the questions and getting the answers to them, and I think that's just been the most helpful thing for me.
Yeah, awesome. Knowledge is power for sure. So what new goals do you have now?
My goal at this point is to maintain this lifestyle, and that is eating healthy and exercising throughout the week. And even if I guess I never lose another pound, I I still want to maintain and eat healthy and eat the right foods and exercise and move in that direction.
That's a great goal. And that's not an easy goal, to maintain that. I mean, it takes work. And I think, we've had lots of conversations just about your grocery bill and how that has all changed. So it definitely takes some work and some thought into all that. So that in itself is a good goal to have moving forward.
Definitely a readjusted budget, that's for
Yes.
sure.
And I remember us talking about that, and you just saying that, like, I don't think I could ever go back to the way I was eating before. And
Right.
I think, just the fact that you've bought into the whole process, that's not only helping you lose weight, but it's changing your health. And so I just remember those conversations and how important that it is now, on the other side of things. It's hard at first, but then to recognize that, like, this is helping me, makes those changes a little bit easier. But that is hard. It's definitely a change of pace for sure. Last question. So what would you tell anybody who is thinking about working with Right to Fitness?
I think if they have any reservations whatsoever, they should set them aside. The program works. It's hands-on, whether you're online or in the gym. The staff, Karen, you, Derek, Nevada, everybody's amazing. They get back to you, they answer you. They really are here to, help us and help, get through and over the bumps, and or if you're not feeling down or you're disappointed or whatever, like, it's really a holistic approach to this, which I've not experienced before. And I think just that holistic, I think that's the best term that I can use. It's holistic. Where we're looking at exercise, we're looking at nutrition, we're looking at support, we're looking at all of those things, which are just vital for humans to be able to be successful in just about anything, that they want. They need that holistic approach. And you really get that with this program.
Yeah, that's awesome. That makes me feel good. I'm glad that you feel that. That's how we feel too. That's how we want it to feel, at least. So I'm glad that you feel that way.
I mentioned this to a friend of mine the other day, and I said, if you would have told me in December that I'd be doing back squats or deadlifting weights, I would have laughed in your face. And I think the first thing I said to you when you're like, you want me to lift that? And I was like, you're cute. But I think is what I said to you. Yeah. But then I did it. I absolutely did it and was able to do it. And never would have believed that for myself. So
yeah,
here I am.
Does that make you feel like empowered in other aspects of life?
I think so. I mean, I think I'm just, I'm feeling much better. I'm more confident. If I can do that, I can, I can do anything.
Exactly. That's what the great thing about lifting weights teaches you. So for sure. Awesome.